I'm an experienced learner.
Trash might be too hard.
Oh, I'll switch to DPS after
Okay,
this.
starting trash.
Sorry, I think I got too close.
So this boss has 3 mechanics that need to be dealt with. I don't know if in normal or heroic I'm not sure if in normal or heroic we have to pick and choose the ability. In heroic we have to. In normal,
each one you have to get them to do each one because they get the same buff more than once for the same thing. It gets the
How many people are
they get buffed, I know. But this is heroic though, because they always explain heroic and not normal.
Oh.
If Hazel Nutty Games had one, I would have posted it too. Then what's the name of the other one? Mage Dude?
Sons of Kalani.
Yeah, Sons of Kalani. So you see that ability right now that made everybody
Mind controlled?
No, that was PvP basically. It wasn't mind control. So one of the abilities does that. So normally a hunter or range needs to stay out to potentially get that debuff. That way they don't get cleaved to hell.
Okay,
You'll see that explanation. That's it?
There's 2 bosses.
Get trash, everyone. Let's go take a 5-minute break.
Yeah, but that guy padding is not the boss, is it?
No, there's 2 of them in this.
Yeah, he is.
Ah, fuck it.
They both gotta die at the same time. No.
Fuck it.
What are you doing? I didn't even watch the fight yet.
Why are we starting a boss?
Cause YOLO.
No, the door went down.
I don't think they're gonna make it over here. Oh, they made it over here. Hi. Okay, so yeah, that was not what I had planned.
Pure pain for the guild bears.
The guild always pays for the guild of bear.
Nuh-uh. The guild is not paying enough for the guild of bear.
Well, we should die less then. Ever consider that?
Yep.
Where's the other stupid out at? Cause I hit the caster.
Is his to claim.
Right, break. Go ahead and watch the video. Switch channels if you need to, in case you don't want to be. I know, but with Wonderful Fat Boss, they have a lot of talking, a lot of bullshit that you can skip.
Is there a video that isn't Fat Boss?
Not right now. I'll look though. Oh yeah, so even on normal, we cannot stack the relics more than. Ooh, Hazelnut, he has one. Okay, I'm gonna post it. Hers is 6 minutes long. Alright, it's posted for Restless Cabal. And I'm posting the next one.
have a magic video game now?
I mean, the only one we really need to watch right now is the Versus Cabal. So when we down and we'll focus on the next one. But it's down. You guys can watch it. Hazel Nutty.
Hey D,
Yes.
a ranged tank, does that a ranged tank for the caster? Does that mean like one of us?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I do that? I have a big ice shield.
Sure, you have been chosen. It means that only you can attack him at the beginning to generate threat.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Hi, I'm Hazel, and this is a guide to the Restless Cabal raid boss in the Crucible of Storms on normal and heroic difficulty. It's a 2-boss duo, and this one's all about controlling your own damage, interrupts, and dispels to really plan out how your raid takes the fight. These two do not share a health pool, and Pact of the Restless means that you'll need to kill them within 20 seconds of each other. If you don't, you're going to see a 20% heal, and the party's pretty much over at that point. Bring him down at the same time. Having said that, there are excellent reasons why you don't want to keep them dead even in health the whole time, which we'll touch on in a bit. Enveloping Darkness means don't ever leave the platform. Just pretend it's a giant drop-off of doom because it may as well be. There are no knockbacks in this fight, so if you trip off that edge, it is extra your fault. Let's dig in by looking at Zack Savage the Speaker, who I will now be referring to as Skinny Noodles. I was going to call him Noodleface, but they both got those, so Skinny Noodles it is. He's really interesting for one reason, and that's Aphotic Blast. He spams that instead of meleeing, and it means that Skinny Noodles will need to be tanked by a ranged DPS player. The blast increases threat gen and does damage in a 5-yard splash, and it's less damage the farther away you are. The chosen range tank should stay 30 yards out from him, they need a 5-yard bubble of personal space, and they should not be anybody who's multi-dotting since they've got all that threat gen. When the fight starts, only the ranged tank should be hitting Skinny Noodles to make sure that they've got aggro locked down before everyone else has at it. He also does Cerebral Assault, which is a cone attack that you can and should avoid. If you do get hit by it, you'll find yourself hostile to allies. This is kind of a cheeky effect. It's not technically an MC since you can still damage the boss and control your character, but nobody else can heal you and you'll be attackable by your friends. They should choose not to, but you know them, we all know how this ends. Get out of the cone and don't attack or CC anyone that got clipped. He will also mark people with Dark Herald, which applies promises of power to anyone in their purple ring for 5 seconds. This is a similar idea to Whispers of Power from Shrine of the Storm. Once you've got it, it'll start stacking up your damage done, but also your damage taken. Use this to help the raid hit DPS checks, but I'd say make sure that you have a Dispel planned to take it off before heavy raid damage. If 6 people have it and you only have 3 Dispels, you'd better have a Mass Dispel ready or else someone's getting a free snack break. Our other boss is Fathul, aka Buff Noodles. He'll cast Sheer Mind on his tank, which is your typical stacking debuff, take 3 to 4 stacks and then switch and wait for it to fall off before you take him back. He'll also toss out Void Crash, which is like a bouncing Shadow Crash that gets smaller after its first
It's safe to say that there's a lot of shit going on in this boss.
Stand in it once it's small to take the reduced hit and make it go away. If you get Crushing Doubt, get out. It rhymes.
Running ready check to see who was back.
And then explodes for raid damage with a drop off, so Crushing Doubt, get out.
For that caster guy, it's pretty much you just stay at absolute maximum range, right? And you want to keep him facing away from the group so that people don't get hit by his cast that goes on. That's what I got from it.
Right. I watched it, I don't really understand it still.
Yeah, I don't understand it after watching it. I just thought I can't learn to fight that way.
So the range ad and they called them Skinny Noodles and Buff Noodles. So the big dude and the small dude. So the big dude, once they get to 75%, 50%, and 25%, need to be on top of one of the relics. I'll mark them in a bit. It really doesn't matter which one we trigger off. We just need to make sure that we're handling the mechanic.
And we don't push them at the same time. So
we cannot. Because if we do get 2 of the same one, we are fucked. So I guess we should, we'll have a couple people slash damaging the range dude, the little dude, and then have the majority of the DPS on the big.
Well, we can't really splash down because he needs to be far away from whoever he's casting that.
Well, yeah, splash damage with the range people. The range people are going to be handling them. But we also have to make sure that multiple people aren't picking up that debuff that essentially Fire is going to have. So if you guys are out aggroing her, that's going to be a problem. Especially in Heroic. In Heroic, that would be a death sentence.
The one who grabs the aggro thing. Is that who you're talking about?
What happened? Yeah, so, essentially at the beginning, Fire is going to start with... I'm going to mark him with an... So she's going to start with that, give her about 5 seconds to pull aggro, and then after that we'll have a few DPS. We'll probably just have Mystique and Liu Kang, and then all the rest of the range DPS will be on. Because we can't ignore that ad, because if we get to the point where everybody's going to switch off to start nuking it, you guys are going to pull the threat, and that's going to be a problem. The tank should never be on that ad because we will definitely be pulling threat.
We have a taunt rotation on
the big dude. Yeah, we do, but that's easy to have. Sure. I mean, we're overgeared for this, so I mean, in heroic we'll probably have to worry about higher stacks.
Solaris says screw you.
Yeah, it happens. Ready, check. Let's see the fight. The fight seems a little confusing, but we just need to see it. I'm gonna mark the stone, the purple, the dark stone with purple marker.
So you want all the images on X, right?
Not at the beginning, no, because Firestar has to pull out.
Yeah, you said 5 seconds, and then we're all
Yeah,
on
you gotta
it.
let the tank get.
Actually, we'll just keep the mages on it, just to keep it very simple. Lucan, you could be on skull marker.
The mages on what again?
On the X marker.
Okay.
Izzy's back there, chilling.
So okay, so the markers are the relics are. Essentially, want to start on the purple one. I want to see how that goes, and we'll see how that goes as well. At the beginning, just I don't know if you guys are going to be able to keep aggro, because everybody has to be separated for the most part. That way, we don't start picking up weird.
You're gonna keep the big guy on the purple well?
Yeah, I'm gonna at the beginning. We'll start off if you can keep the X marker on the X marker. And then we're gonna move the boss.
Noodles on X. Okay, I got it. Yeah.
Yeah, you stay on X.
Yeah, no problem.
And then we're gonna essentially move Big Dude to the purple marker first, and see how that goes. And then see this fight.
We're moving him to the purple marker when he reaches 75%. Is that correct? Or the whole
What?
time?
No, we just keep him there because he doesn't pick up a buff from it until he gets to that. Okay, Izzy, are you back?
Where I'm standing right now, D, I can hit him. So he'll be at full range from me.
Right. And then the range people that are with you, which is going to be Zoltar and Mystique, they should be separated from you as well.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you become hostile, they should not be touching you.
Yeah, don't get close to that, guys, because the farther you are away from her, the less damage you'll take.
Who's going to be healing us? Since we're way out here.
The healers
Probably one of the healers.
I mean, the healers will be in the middle for the most part spread.
Alright. Hold on, we'll be right back.
Taylash, do you still need a flask?
I was given one.
Okay.
Thank you.
Make sure you use personals, because we don't have feast. We're still learning the fight, so just use shit food for now. Unless we one-shot it, which would be yay.
You want to take him first?
It doesn't matter.
And I'll just follow DBM.
So, another thing we need to address are the ads. One of the ads needs to be DPS down to 1% to limit. Then the other ad needs to be dispelled, I believe.
I'm ready.
Talking
Or
about the ones
interrupted.
that cast that AoE?
Yeah, that need to be interrupted. I
There's
believe.
3, and then two of them need to be silenced. One needs to cast, and then you got to just rotate your silences. The second one will cast, the third one will be silenced again, and then the third one will finally cast. Once we're all full HP between.
Right, because every time they go off, they generate a bunch of AoE damage if they're at full cast, which they will eventually get to full cast, but we need to stagger. And the only way we stagger them is by interrupting them.
Also, that swirly thing on the ground that sends people flying in the air, and then it gets smaller, that needs to be soaked, correct?
Correct, but only
it'll just be falling.
it is only when it gets to the small portion of it. It starts big, then medium, then small. At small, it needs to be soaked by one person.
Okay, so they don't soak it from the get-go, they soak it when it gets...
When it gets small.
I thought it only shrinks when it hits somebody, or else it just keeps falling.
No.
Okay.
And then there's an ability that puts a giant purple aura underneath you. That needs to be taken out of the... And under no circumstances are you guys to jump in the water. If you will, you're going to screw us.
Okay.
And then there's an ability that puts a giant purple aura underneath you. That needs to be taken out of the... And under no circumstances are you guys to jump in the water. If you will, you're going to screw us. And
I think there's also a dispel mechanic that comes out too, doesn't there?
I don't remember. Yes, Laura.
Why isn't Mr. Solara talking?
Yeah. Well, I mean, no one from Melee's gonna be touching X, so it really doesn't matter to me.
I don't know. I might walk up and hit you. Joking.
I mean, you can. I mean, you could. All you have to do is use your Jade Lightning, right? And that gives it.
I don't think my Demon Hunter has Jade Lightning, but I mean, I guess.
No, I'm talking to Solara. He's grading paper, so I'm assuming that's why he's not on Discord. Alright, so give it 5 seconds and we'll have Firestar call it out. Then you can throw a Jade Lightning at it. Well, you definitely want to start off with the Skull Marker.
Well, you can do your counter and I'll pull my guy at like 2 seconds.
Alright, let's see this fight. I'm anxious because I want to see what it does.
See how long it lasts.
We'll pop hero at the beginning because it'll reset every time, so it doesn't matter. Everybody's ready? Countdown. I'm bringing boss to, or Skull Marker to the
purple.
And there's blue lightning all over the floor.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Rapture in his whispers.
Yeah.
Kneel in the shadow of his glory.
Spread out. Everybody should be spread out.
Someone didn't give me time to build aggro. So
who has
Zoltar's
it then?
tanky. Zoltar's tank. No, you don't get that close to him. You stay as max range as possible.
Dawning.
Was that 90%?
You keep aggro.
Yep,
Yeah, you
that's
need to
you.
know.
Get that. Get out of that. You only soak it when it's small, by the way. Now, somebody should be soaking the little one. Otherwise, it keeps jumping and jumping forever. Okay, that's the big one. Don't get in the big. I can't see your stacks. Whatever you have.
Yeah, you can taunt him. I'm at 4. I mean, I'm fine, but it's good to just follow mechanic.
Get out of that. Plus, that 76 is about to transition.
Does he need to be directly on purple or?
No, just close by.
Okay, here's transition. We need silences on 2 of those guys and leave 1.
Yeah, we need to interrupt. Take him, you have absorbs, I don't. We get no heals until all that.
Zoltar, you can't ice block because you drop aggro.
No, I didn't. I still had aggro.
DPS last one down.
He didn't. He turned.
That was how when I died.
Oh, I'm telling you, you can't ice block. All your aggro drops when you ice block.
Alright.
Okay, it's clear.
Hold them, Brad.
These guys are gonna die within 20 seconds of each other too, or else.
Right. Okay, we're moving boss to blue now. We're moving boss to blue. You guys should move that add to X.
On.
The range group should be moving that add to the diamond marker.
Only 1 left. You gotta go to purple diamond.
Okay, what do you do with the crushing doubt?
If you have the debuff that puts a purple swirly under you, you get away from the group. Okay, let's go ahead and focus on the other ad now. Stop DPS on Skull.
We just stay right here, right?
Stay right here. Get out of the big swirlies. Until it becomes this little swirly, then you sit on it. 1 person per swirly. Okay, bosses. I can't tell.
81%.
What is it?
80%.
Go ahead and take him, D.
Or is that 59?
The other guys had 70.
Okay, we're about to. Alright, need to get on those dispels and stagger them. Top us off.
I got him, D.
Take them.
75%.
Okay, we can't get heals until this shit's done and over. Okay, stop DPS because we cannot get them to 50. We cannot have two of these go off at the same time.
Zaxxas is triggering his.
Alright.
At purple marker.
I'm down.
Well, that's. How many stacks do you have?
Yeah, it's on him. Back 4.
Okay, that can't be together. That.
I'm gonna see what happens if we jump in the water.
It screws us because they get some kind of buff.
Oh.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, boom. Good job, Ren.
What was a wipe? Alright, so we definitely need to figure out how to take care of that. The purple ability is going to be the one I believe so far. Lucane, I'm going to have you on the X marker on this attempt.
There's no mounting, so you have to go outside to repair.
You can mount in here.
Come out here.
I just did it at the entrance.
And once you get to the water zone, you can use it. How many range do you have? Only have 2 melee.
Are we the? Yeah, we have 3 melee. Taglash and us, right?
Alright, so we're gonna have the 3 mages, and Lucane's gonna be on the X mark Eclipse, and the melee's gonna be on the skull marker with the tanks.
But you can't go balls out on the first hit.
I know.
So, to help mitigate us running around, can I stack with the range, since I can single target heal better than AoE healing? Keep whoever has got
sure, as long as you're
that boss.
That's fine. We have 4 healers. I mean, we have too many healers for our content group right now, our current group.
I was just thinking the same thing.
But we're learning, so. The biggest thing is that we cannot stack the abilities to go off at the same time, because that's going to be murder.
This is just a friendly neighborhood flash check.
So right before the boss gets to 75%, we need to call it out our healers. Just know that we need to be topped up. When that ability's going off, we get no heals. Everybody's ready? DBM's not saying shit, so obviously there's no update for it.
Yeah, same with here.
3, 2.
It's telling me when to taunt though, so mine's working.
Embrace the master's truth. Cower before.
I did get an update. Oh god, I would say probably about.
No
5
stacking on first boss on him.
Yeah, just go ahead and make sure to be spread out. Hero.
Taking him.
Boss 89.
Taunt.
Taunting.
Ours is at 85.
Yeah, you guys are doing too much damage right now.
Slow it down, guys.
Well, the range gets the buff where they they have less health but do more damage. I'm letting Mystique get up to 5 when cleansing it.
Alright.
Taunting.
$75. Top us off. Ability's going off.
Remember, we need 2 silences. Taunt
Yeah,
him.
2 interrupts. Got him.
9.
You got the ads out over here.
We're at 78. Better wait. Hold off.
Yeah, you guys should stop on that.
Don't damage him.
Take him. I'm gonna die.
Ice block fire.
Okay, I'm gonna drop
Top us
aggro.
off. Get Eclipse off. Okay, let's move him to blue, and then you guys move to purple, and then rinse and repeat again.
Move him.
Pathetic existence will be washed away.
Better move him to purple.
Who has aggro on X?
Taunt. Taunt him.
He's on me, though.
Eclipse.
He's on someone else.
Everybody move to that's range, so you guys move up. Let us know when it's getting to 75.
72.
Oh, sorry, it already went off. Yep. Yeah, that happened because he was not on the relic.
Yeah. See, when you ice block, you drop aggro, so someone else has to pick him up and run to the position right away, whoever he turns to.
You had aggro still.
I was all the way on the other side and he wasn't following. He was shooting at someone else. I wish I had
Does he-
a
Me for a while.
Does he need to be interrupted for him to follow you, maybe?
No, I tried to counterspell, it didn't work.
He just needs to be outrange.
I don't think Ice Block kills aggro anymore.
I don't know, because he turned right away as soon as I ice blocked. That's why I was afraid to do it.
Right, because he's not going to attack you.
The idea is that he's gonna take the next highest person. He's gonna focus that target.
Yeah.
That's the same thing as what's it called, Pally Bubble and what?
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's when you're immune, they ignore you, but then they'll switch back when you remove your ice.
So healers, I don't know what you guys did this last time, but it was much cleaner on the purple phase, so we need to be able to do that twice.
Well, you can switch. You can switch and put Pykel on him to tank, because Pykel's the highest DP range.
That is a great idea. Pykel, you have been promoted.
Yeah.
Because of... Yep. Pykel, you're promoted.
You want me to
Fire.
trade places with him?
Yep.
Yeah.
Fire, you're gonna be on Skull.
That's okay. It was fun while it lasted.
It's gonna go in your performance review.
I got my contract. I'm happy.
I'm in a unique situation. I got my renewal letter, but it's written in such a way that if they have to cut because of the hurricane, we lost a lot of students. And if the state doesn't give us some extra money, then they're going to have to cut 600 teachers next year.
600?
600 teachers?
Well, 600 jobs. Not all of them are teachers, but a lot of them are. But we're going to be, unless the state helps us out, which they've done at every other hurricane place, they've done it within 2 weeks. It's been 6 months. They haven't done it for us yet. We're 24 million, a little over 24 million behind for next year.
Taylash, are you ready?
Yeah.
We only have 42 teachers at our school, and they cut 5 today.
There's 6 high schools in our district, and each one of them has roughly 100 teachers, or 75 to 100 teachers. That's just the high schools, not counting the middle schools and elementary schools.
Alright guys, let's pull. Oh shit, he's getting close to me.
Wait, don't pull.
5.
Pyko, you gotta be all the way over there where the red X is.
Yeah, because that'll make it easier for you to move him to the diamond mark.
First guy, and you just stand at full range away from him, and you blast the shit out of him.
So I'm attacking X now? I
Yeah.
didn't know that. I'm sorry. I had to step away to get something real quick.
You are.
He didn't hear his promotion.
He's supposed to know this already.
You go all the way to the red X, where the light is. Go as far to the edge as you can because the guy's range. So, as max range that you are, you're gonna pull him and hit him as hard as you can first, and he's gonna maintain aggro on you. Then when D calls out for you to move him, you're gonna run over to like the corner of the ring by the purple, so he can run that way with you.
So I want to bring him all the way to the X, right?
Right now you just hold him exactly where you are. You're perfect right there.
Alright, cool.
Just gotta outrange him.
Yeah.
Everybody's ready, countdown. We're gonna give Pyko about 5 seconds before we pop Hero.
3, 2, 1.
Embrace the Master's truth. Kneel in the shadow.
Hero.
Spread out melee. That's good. Dawning.
Yeah, that. Boss at 90.
I'm at 87.
You guys are ahead of us.
85.
Take him, D.
You can pull one range from him to this guy to balance it out.
Yeah, do that.
I'll go to Skull.
$83. Make sure you guys remain separate.
We gotta slow down.
80. I don't know why the hell I have this ability. $75 top us off healers now. 75. Ability's about to go off. Stop DPS on the egg.
79.
On Skull.
When you get those interrupts going on those ads.
78.
I'm taunting, you're dying.
Alright.
So who was supposed to DPS?
The abominations.
One at a time.
They don't need to be DPS. They just need to be interrupted.
They all, yeah. Exactly, because they have to cast.
13-second cooldown on mine.
7.
We just have to.
You
We have
don't
to
need
gap
to
up.
attack them.
I'm down.
Crushing Dow, people, get those out of the group. Crushing Dow, get those out of the group. Okay, let's move
18-second cooldown.
let's move the boss to square.
Somebody else counterspell the
Stop.
abomination.
You need to allow them to.
You have to allow them to finish their cast. They have to explode.
Oh, what hell? Then I wasted
Nope.
my counterspells for nothing.
And we don't need to DPS them. They just need to be interrupted.
Oh no, I know. That's what I'm saying. Counterspell.
Move them, Pyko.
What?
Alright, move the add to the diamond marker.
Take him, D.
Got.
Remember to say spread melee.
Yay, Pyko.
Alright, stop DPS on Skull. Focus on X now. He has to be on the diamond marker.
I got him.
He's in the door.
Gotta break that.
Not enough D-spells are going off. People are dying from lack of HP.
It's the health on the ad. Oh, okay.
72.
You already transitioned then. You guys have to call us so the healers are prepared.
Take him, D.
Got him. Okay, switch the skull. Okay, this should be the one.
I got blown out somehow.
53% top assault. This is the one with the circle. We have to DPS the ad down or the circle explodes.
Take him, D.
Taunt. 51%. There he goes.
Beware.
This is all.
This is a lightning one then.
Ouch.
Yeah, if you go under 25, you automatically die.
Yeah, you gotta be. Yeah, this is a healer fight here.
This is where you need to hold your cooldowns for.
Okay, move the boss to moon. Okay, top us off and focus on X marker.
We have 2 DPS alive. We're just trying to see
That's
the
fine.
fight now.
Just see the fight.
So for this one, the healers need to have their cooldowns up for blue. And we
I'll leave it up to the healers if you guys want to do that one first.
We should do that one first, but we should also do that one last.
Not really gonna be able to see a lot of this fight if we have no DPS to get him down.
Well, the only one we're missing right now is the shield.
Okay.
The DPS raise.
Mages
Got him.
got big ice block.
I want to know what blew up Zoltar.
Yeah, me too.
So there's a debuff that goes out. It looks like
Take
an
him, D.
eyeball.
Take him.
Every time it ticks, he loses a percentile of his health, but he gains that by doing more damage. And at 9 stacks, he basically has 50 health and gets 1 shot.
But that has to be dispelled by the healers,
Taunt,
correct?
D, taunt.
Correct, and I have a lot of spells.
Alright, just stand in purple, shouldn't die.
To give you an idea, I have 16 D-spells this fight alone.
Alright, healers, which one you guys want to do first? You want to do purple or you want to do blue?
I suggest do blue so that way they have their cooldown. Because that's
Alright,
when we need.
That's coordinate the healing cooldown so we have enough to do both. And obviously you guys know that we cannot be stacked.
And you probably need to use 2 healer cooldowns for 1 and 2. So what Savos was doing was they didn't do both the blue and the first 2. What they did was blue the first one and then last.
We can do that. But then we have to coordinate the other ad to do something else.
Well, the other 2, but yeah, the other 2 relics aren't really heals at all. You don't have to worry about healing as much with the other.
Well, with the purple, it's a lot of catch-up heals at the end once we're all trashed.
That's correct, but I think that one's still a lot easier as long as we're full health before those.
Essentially, the Trident, the one with the water bullshit's gonna be the easiest one.
Yeah, that's a DPS race.
Taz, you want to start on blue first, yes or no? Alright.
Just cooldown do you want me to do?
Yeah, cooldown order, call it out.
It does need to be a decent one, only because, you know, if you go under 25% health for the blue, you automatic.
Essentially, we want to be able to do the add. So let's start off with this. We'll start off with skull marker on blue, and then we'll still follow X on diamond.
Yeah.
And then we'll flip them. So then we'll have the skull marker go to diamond, and then we'll have the other one go to blue. By then, you guys should have 3 minutes to have passed by to have your cooldowns.
Yeah, sounds good.
So that's order. Skull on square, and then X is gonna be on the diamond.
Kuruma, you'll be wanting to use your healing cooldowns, not your damage reduction one. I know you have the split damage. Don't use that one for the blue. Definitely use the Mana Tide or
Ascendance.
Yep.
I think that's what Laura was talking about, where it starts putting dots on them. The higher the dot, the less health that they have. That's the only thing that I know that that ad does. But we can't let those stacks get too high, because then at that point, Zoltar gets creamy.
You should only let them get to 5, and then you should cleanse them of it, because by 5 he's had about 50% increased damage over the course of that, and then you reset it, and then those people that are normally chosen will be reset again, and they'll get it again.
Okay, so you're talking about the spells now, right?
Yeah.
So I need to wait until they have 5 stacks of the debuff, and then I can dispel it.
So, in the video they said that there's a give and there's a take. The give is that you get the buff, the take, I have no clue what the hell it does.
But that debuff is on like 3 people.
Well, essentially it should be the ones that are attacking the X marker.
So we need 3 of our 4 healers in range of the ranged DPS to dispel those, correct? Or does it not stack?
I mean, the healer should be in the middle relatively, so that way you guys have access to heal everybody.
I don't think there is at any point in this fight that I had access to everyone, ever.
Right,
So
but middle's going to be your best bet, though.
So it's called Promise of Power. Promise of Power to a target, increasing their damage done by 10% and reducing their maximum health by 10%, and it stacks over time. So at 5 stacks, they're at 50% reduced health.
So the takeaway is that they lose health. D.
Yes.
Right, but it doesn't. I mean, I don't see it on Voodoo that their health is going from like full to like them taking damage.
They're
it's
not
just
taking damage.
It's their maximum health. So if I have 200,000 health and I have 50% of it, I have 100,000. I may still be at max health, but I only have 100,000 of it.
Right. So essentially, we cannot go into, like, let's say the blue phase with anybody add 5 stacks. Is what's going to happen.
No, because if they have that, they're going to get hit once and they will die in that phase
Alright.
if they have any stacks.
Okay, so we need to plan that.
So we're going for boss. Wait a second. Square diamond moon. For skull.
For skull, a square diamond moon.
Where do I move X the second?
The X marker is going to be moon, square, and then I'm sorry, it'll be purple, blue, and for the X marker.
Am I starting the right spot? Do I need to move over by purple?
You're fine. We're keeping your rotation the same. The only one we're switching out is the skull marker. Okay, waiting on Mystique and Thas.
I'm here, I just didn't get a pop-up.
Thas, are you ready?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Embrace the Master's truth!
Go stack here melee.
Kneel the shadow of his glory.
Take him.
Ours is at 82. Pretty even right now.
Slow down on ours.
How many range are on X?
4.
One of them needs to switch to skull. 77, healer stop us. Oh, we're not doing that one. But healers get ready for those cooldown.
79 on X.
We're 78, slow down.
Yeah, X should stop.
Heal now.
Xbox mages if you got it.
Take him, detaunt him so you have time.
Kill Solar, get him up. Okay, that X marker needs to be on the purple marker before it kills us.
77.
Should I take him to diamond?
No, because they'll be stacked. We just need to keep them off for now. They don't need to be in the relic yet. Okay, all DPS should be on the diamond. Healers, get ready, top us off.
75.
Your screams will echo through his hall.
On him, D.
On him. Those interrupts need to go off on those ads. But remember, they have to finish their cast. You just need to stagger them.
I don't see any ads.
They're by diamond.
I'm here.
I got him.
I got tiered into the water.
Yep.
Okay, I got them too close. Alright, they're separated. Our ad needs to go to diamond marker, the other ad needs to go to the square marker.
Somebody's got to take him. Pygo's dead.
Tom, D.
Visions of Beyond is still active. It needs to be brought to 1 health.
Yeah, he always comes back.
Gonna need to get him closer to the purple mark. Which one do you want to trigger next? Do you want to do the blue one, or do you want to do the purple one, healers? How's your cooldowns?
2 minutes.
Tom D.
I got 48 seconds.
We're at 51. Top us off now.
He's transitioning.
Dispel Mystique.
Behold, the end of your
Okay, now we gotta do those dispels.
You just gotta, yeah.
Shit, what? Let one go off.
Yeah, one of them has to go off immediately. One just does not need to be. Just
Stakes down.
take them.
I already have him.
Okay, you got it. Pull them back to the blue.
Luke, come closer this way so he goes to the blue marker.
Just keep him here for now.
Let him explode.
Take him.
Yours is at 45. We need to get topped off, and then we need to push the mage, or the X. We can move ours to the moon marker. Okay, the X marker needs to be pushed. At 54%, healers call at 50.
Take him, D. Take him.
He's at 53 now.
You need to be topped off. Healers call out your cooldown. It's going off. If you have damage reduction, use them.
X is at 50.
Let's block those if you got it.
Got him.
Good. Now the last one is the DPS rate.
Which we don't have the DPS one.
Might as well
What
see
causes
it.
the fear? Alright, push skull to 25.
It's the visage from beyond. 15-second cast.
That needs to be interrupted, correct?
The only way to interrupt it is to bring them down to 0 health.
Okay. %. As soon as this transition happens with the skull marker, all DPS needs to be on the bubble.
Repeat DPS on what?
On the bubble.
Okay, I did. That kind of broke up there, so that's why I asked.
Do we take the bosses in bubble too?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, this one we.
I was reading you've fought both
27%, 2% more.
Take him, D. Take him. Here he comes.
Behold, the end of your pitiful defiance.
I don't even see the cast. Yeah, we need to start on moon.
Yeah, if you don't break it, you die.
But what were we just attacking the boss to break it?
I believe so. And I think, well, what I was watching from the video, they actually fought both of them inside the bubble to make it
We can do that.
Yeah, that's what they did.
Well, it is a long fight. but it's only a 2 boss fight, so.
Alright, we're gonna start on the moon. And then once we're done with the moon, with one of the ads, we're gonna do the moon again for the other ad.
So you want to wait until the X is at the diamond marker so you can pull the big one over the...
We can't. Everybody except Pykel on the main guy to push him faster.
I mean, essentially, we should only have Pykel. Let's see who else. Zoltar and Mystique only on the X marker. Everybody else should be on Skull.
You had the cane over there at one point.
How's come Ren's the only
I
person
did,
who
but
doesn't
not.
get feared?
Because he can break it immediately.
I'm
He can
breaking
break
it as
it
soon as it
immediately.
happens, yeah. I get feared stuff.
So that means the only way we're going to be able to control that is if the ad is being focused. So that needs to happen ranged. Especially the ones that have the buff, they can immediately nuke them. Yeah, go ahead, but you have to talk, don't type it.
So each boss has a thing at 25% health, right? Or
right.
Every 20. Fathul the Feared, whenever he gets to 25% health, he spawns the 3 ads, right?
Yeah.
We are having too many people try to interrupt whenever they see that, because we're supposed to let one of the ads activate or cast go off each time. We're supposed to interrupt 2 of them to let one go off, and then out of the 2 that are left, we're supposed to let one of them get their cast off while interrupting the other, and then we let the last one go off.
Yes.
Yes.
I've been saying that, and for some reason, people DPS is still DPSing.
They do not need to be DPS'd.
What we can do to make that easier is, I've noticed Taylash running to one each time and interrupting one. He can interrupt one, and then I can interrupt one. We leave the last one by itself, and then Taylash can use a stun on one, let the second one go off, and then we can let the third one go off. So only 2 of us need to handle it.
Okay, so I just re-watched part of the video. So that Trident one, it's a 20-second cast. So we have 20 seconds to knock down the shield. Whatever health is left of the shield is the damage that it does to us. So that's why we have to have both bosses inside the shield at the same time. That way we can cleave it and it'll do more damage, and it'll take the shield down quicker.
Correct, but the damage that we're cleaving is going to be essentially the damage on the bosses, right? We don't have to DPS the...
I don't think there's a particular thing you need to DPS. I think it shows up on the boss.
Okay. So
that's what you know. That's what I just listened to.
All right. So for this to work, we need to make sure we're pushing the skull first, and then we're gonna need to swap on the other one. So I mean, I guess that's the only way we're gonna be able to do this.
Take advantage.
Yeah, we could do that, but we're not gonna have the hero for the second moon.
We might. It's a long fight.
So, the fear thing that gets everyone continuously feared, whenever Zax transitions every 25% health, he spawns an ad that has a however long cast time that fears everyone. If all the ranged or everyone just focuses on the ad right away, we can bring it down to 1% health. It doesn't die, but it stops the cast, and then we can just kind of leave it down from there.
Right, but doesn't it start casting again?
Once it reaches max health, or what I'm assuming, but
Yeah.
if The dot classes just keep their dots on it. The regeneration process from 1% to max, it shouldn't happen before it does.
So basically,
that's a good idea.
I shouldn't dash out there and interrupt one of those guys.
No, that'll be up to me and Taylor.
All right. Hey, I saw something being cast, so I just ran out.
Yeah. Usually that would be what we would do, but they self-destruct, and so we have to do one at a time. Because in a heroic, what we're practicing too is that I mean, if we ever get there, but heroic, that debuff lasts a lot longer when they explode, and so you know, we don't have to worry about it now, but yeah, so we just have to kill, let one explode at a time, so it keeps the damage low.
Gotcha.
Alright, so Skull's gonna start on Moon, and then we essentially, once we get the boss to about, let's say about 80%, then we'll move the X marker onto the Moon marker, so we can cleave them for the essential 75% damage. And then we'll pop Hero. The issue is that we cannot push the X marker at the same time, so essentially at the beginning nobody should be DPSing X except for Pykel. We'll just keep that with this strat. Because if we push both of them at the same time and we have two bubbles, we're fucked.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying only Pykel's going to be DPSing X?
Yes.
Well, I mean, dots can be dots, but
right.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that's going to be enough damage for it to transition.
So you don't want myself and fire on?
No. No, everybody should be on Skull.
Not until the shield is up, and not until they're both in the shield.
Correct.
I'm gonna fist weave the shit out of the X.
So once the boss gets to about, or the Skull marker gets to about 80, I'll call it. At that point, transition X on top of the Moon mark. Gonna get in position over there. Everybody should be going around. Don't touch the boss. Get closer to the Moon mark. And for time being, Pykel, you can keep the boss where he normally is.
Alright.
Where you normally put him, that is. Everybody's ready? Countdown.
Crane, get over here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Rapture, Hades' whisper.
Remember, no hero.
Cower before his.
All I heard was hero.
Spread melee.
Yeah, no hero.
You get that circle, get away from the entire group.
You have to get out of the group.
You gotta get away from the group.
Don't get in the water, obviously. Get away from that blast.
The closer you are to people, the more damage it does.
We're at 86.
Take him, D.
Bring X to Moon.
No.
Bring X to Moon. Bring X to Moon. Keep doing it.
Working on it.
He's about to transition. There he goes. Perfect. Once the bubble's up, we'll pop hero. Pop it, hero.
Now we got the bubble.
Perfect.
See,
okay, move. Move him to move in the square. Move in the square.
Yeah.
You can keep yours on X for now. Okay, what's 86? Alright. Gonna have to move Skull back in a second. Healers, are you guys ready for this transition again?
On.
I'm ready.
Okay. DPS should be on X, and X should be on Moon.
Pykel is going down.
The X marker, the X ad should be on Moon.
Spell Mystique.
Okay, stop DPS on skull marker, focus X.
Yeah.
Right, we need to move. We need to move them. Move them immediately. We're gonna rinse and repeat on what we just did.
Get him on Moon.
Oh, this is gonna suck with the damage on everybody. Okay, move X to diamond. Move skull to square.
You got skull.
I'm moving up.
Got it.
Okay, we're gonna transition skull on blue. Healers, get ready for your guys' heal.
Cooldowns.
We're back on the skull, right?
Everybody should be on skull. Except for Pykel. Pykel's doing his thing.
Taunt.
It's about to transition.
Everybody does cooldowns.
Beware.
Cooldown.
The spells need to go off or those people will die.
Tay Lash in a row.
Somebody's got to dispel Lucane and Mystique or they're dead.
Michael's dead. Somebody got to pick up X.
Y'all shouldn't be at the edge of the room, because I have to run across the entire room to dispel you.
I'm not sure what killed us.
I hit my cooldown, but I think I was first instead of second.
Two of the interruptible
Bottom
casts.
D.
Or that too.
I'm so sorry. I thought only
stop
the
DPS
ads
on
went
skull.
out
Stop DPS on skull.
when on. That's not bad.
When we get to the lightning phase, we should all be trying to stack up as much as possible into the center area.
Yes.
No one should be on the outer ring because you're not getting hit with any cooldown
I
when you're all
agree
the way
with
out there.
Alright, just wipe it. Stand shit.
So that was better.
I was
Yeah, that
staying
was-
in the outer rim because he said I had that shit on me, so I went to the outer rim to get away from everybody.
Everyone else is spread. Everyone's too spread out.
Like I had Mystique on the outer rim and you had 9 stacks, and I had to go through a ton of shit to get to you.
Who's healing me?
So I understand, but at the beginning, right, we said spread out and stay along the edge, right? So that's what we'd be kind of doing. So if we wanted to move inside now, we can start doing that.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be better because that's gonna be part of the mechanic. But obviously, you guys still need to be spread out until all that AoE damage is going out. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'm with Zoltar on that. You guys didn't tell us to move to the middle now.
no, well, that's gonna be what we're doing on this attempt. So for everybody, when we were on square, what the hell killed? You said that the interruptible abilities didn't go off. What interruptible?
I think they did. I think they did go off. That was my bad, only because I thought the ads only spawned when we got to purple. So I actually didn't even see that the ads spawned, and I think two of them. What Eclipse said is both of them two of them exploded at once. So with both of them exploding at once, the damage that we took with the moon ability, with the square ability, what happened was it brought a lot of people down to 25% health, and at 25% health, you automatically die.
Right, but we didn't trigger the purple one yet, did we?
No, we didn't. But the for some reason the ad spawned.
No, the ads spawn every 25% of the
Yeah,
bomb.
that was my fault. That was I wasn't paying attention. That was completely...
Right, I understand that, but we only triggered the moon marker and then we went to blue. We never triggered purple.
I know.
So why did we get the ad that needed to be interrupted?
Because he does it every 25. It does it with the every
thing he does it every 25%.
Yes.
No matter
Same thing with the other ad. That was my fault.
So each of the 2 bosses have a specific thing that they do at every 25%. The Fathul, he summons it 3 adds, 2 of them need to be interrupted off the start. The caster, he has the one that does the fear that everyone needs to take down quickly. What they do differently depends on what artifact or thing they're on. So their ad that spawns is always the same, but the thing they do additionally depends on what relic they're on. Yeah, because you missed the first 25% ad interrupt too, Taylor.
Yeah, that's my stupidity.
Okay, so to repeat what I'm not understanding here, because apparently I'm not understanding this part. We never triggered purple, but the purple ability still went off.
No, the purple ability didn't go off. What the purple ability is the that we can't heal. That's the only thing that's the purple ability. The ads themselves are each specific to the boss, and they always spawn every 25% that we get them down.
Okay, that's the part I wasn't understanding.
Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering why the hell we took that amount of damage.
Yeah, no, like you thought, I thought the same thing, that the ads are part of only one, but the ads are.
Yeah, I believe that the interrupt bullshit was only on purple, but now that you're saying it, the big dude generates the ones that need to be interrupted, and the skinny one is the one that generates the ones that need to be DPS'd. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm on par now. Anybody need a repair? Repair now.
We starting on Moon again?
Yes, that was actually our best attempt.
Nelly deals for a friend of the Grummles, like you.
I need Fortitude still.
So again, when we go and activate the square relic, we need to stack in the center for cooldowns and healing.
I mean, for the most part, you guys can be around the center, but need to be spread out. Like, don't stack on top of each other, it's going to generate problems. Alright, everybody cool down, we got this. Ready, check, click if you're ready.
Don't worry, Pykel, I'll keep you up.
Cool beans.
Just flap a lot. It's really intimidating.
Alright, everybody's ready, cool down, or countdown.
I can't wait to see your heals when you actually have a high level.
I want to see what this fight is in freaking heroic. It's already a nightmare as it is in normal.
It's basically the same.
It's not even that hard, it's just a lot of shit going on.
The only Pykel should be on the X ad. Down on Taylash, get out. Get out of that beam. %. At 82%, start moving them.
On them.
83. Start moving them, Pykel. %.
Hero?
Hero. Perfect. We're moving Skull to square.
Just keep them there, Pykel.
On D.
Alright, start transitioning the X marker.
Okay, so Eclipse the next 25%. I think we're gonna have to interrupt both of them after the first one goes off, just so we can.
Should DPS be on X?
DPS should be on X.
Call people, please.
Alright, let's start moving them. Start moving them. This is the one where that ad needs to be down too.
Yep.
Okay, it's about to trigger.
On him, D. Skull.
Got him.
Bubbles up.
Good.
Alright, move them. Okay, Skull is moving to square, X is moving to diamond.
Alright, Ranger's going in the middle.
I'm gonna need a second interrupter to help out.
Transition Skull next, right?
Beware. Who's gonna help?
Solara,
transition.
Yeah.
We need those interrupts. Healer cooldowns, guys. Call them.
Paco's dead. Paco's dead. Somebody has to get X.
Get him up. Okay.
Take him, D.
Hey, keep him here. We need to transition to X now.
Yo, when there's two ads, we gotta
need another person to help interrupt.
We need to get Eclipse up.
Where do you want X at?
Cannot get Eclipse up yet.
Where do you want X?
It should be on purple.
Okay. I've got aggro on X.
Okay, get off Skull, get on X. Healers. Allow the transition for Diamond, please. Top us off.
X right here.
Top
sorry, Skull.
Skull's fine here. Skull's gonna stay here. No, nobody should be on Skull right now. Everybody should be on X.
I need another interrupt.
Well, this one's not going to be interrupt. This one's going to be the.
No, not this one. But Eclipse is dead, so I'm gonna need help. I need somebody else.
Are the stacks getting too high? Okay, it's going off. Top us off. Take him.
Visage, kill Visage.
Yeah, the Visage needs to die.
Get
Otherwise, the building goes off.
Clips up in 5 seconds.
Let's stall.
Get Eclipse up. He can,
take Skull, D. Take Skull. Take Skull.
Okay, we need to swap them now. Move X to square. We're moving Skull to diamond. Visages need to be focused right now.
That's fine.
DPS should be on Skull again. Okay, who's gonna be on interrupts? There's gonna be 3 of them now, correct? Or 4?
3. All Eclipse is alive, so we're good.
Okay, all DPS should be off of X right now, and they should be on Skull.
Take Skull.
Where do you want DPS, Skull, or on X?
Skull.
Skull. All healed up. Only to be healed up soon.
Yeah, top us off now. We're at 25 or 26.
26%.
Top.
25 going off.
Alright, dispel people.
We're here.
Behold, the end of your pitiful defiance.
Call out your taunt.
Your flesh is
I'm down.
Interrupted that one.
Back. Someone pick up X.
Fire, take X.
Fire.
Take him, D, take him.
Put a cone.
Yeah, we need to switch this X now.
Yeah,
and X needs to be on blue.
When's next D-res available?
2 minutes, almost 3.
X on blue, and we need healer cooldowns on this.
All DPS should be on X.
Bring the add to the middle. At this point, he doesn't need to be in the relic anymore.
Is he good where he's at?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm dead. Somebody else will get him.
I got him.
Okay, 31%. All the DPS should be on the X marker.
Take Skull, D.
Nobody should be DPSing the skull marker. Okay, 28%. Healers get ready. And damage needs to make sure they're killing the visage.
Who's got the cooldown?
All of you need all.
Okay. I'll pop mine when yours is
25% going off.
If you have defensives used on.
Beware.
Use the cooldowns now.
Kill the visage.
Oh, that shit.
I've got mine.
Kill the visage.
That fear's gonna go off.
I'm on the message right
I fear one off.
now. And I got fear.
I taunted him. Come back if you need to.
Yeah, taunt him again, D.
Vision's done.
Your flesh.
Okay, now we need to even out their health. They both need to die almost relatively at the same time. Do not
DPS
stack
on
them.
X. On X. On X.
Damage split off.
6% different. Or DPS on X.
Catching up.
Yep.
I think it's within 20 seconds, right?
20 seconds, yeah.
We have a res in 52 seconds. Bring up Taz.
Take him, D.
Still need a little more on X.
Focus
Needs to be evened out.
Ah, I used my fucking lock rock right as.
Question is if you've got 3 healers.
Hey, even it out. It's pretty even out now. Pretty even right now.
Your flesh is
fuck.
Michael.
Get Pykel up.
Now bring them close. I want to get that stupid ability that makes us where we can DPS each other.
Take him, D.
If you have battle res, get Pykel up.
Who has the battle res?
I don't know. We have a battle res. More on X. More on X.
Means you eat big.
Take them. Just take them. Take them.
Oh, there goes the last DPS.
D, we can do this again. Come on.
Tanks for the win. 10%, 13%.
Take him, D. Take him.
Come on, man. Don't die. Nine percent, 13%.
If Ren's on Skull and D's on X, switch.
I got him, D.
Need more DPS on
We don't have any DPS. It's just us and the healer.
If you have that circle, you need to go out.
They can't. They can't stop and yeah.
Come on, Michael.
What's the percentage of that?
I'm at 11.
11.
11 needs to be brought down more.
What's the skull at?
8.
Tom, dude.
I got him. We need to switch. You need to talk to the other one.
Ten and 8. 9 and 7.
You need to switch.
I'm dead.
For the master.
Too close.
Your dream.
Not bad, not bad. We'll get him this next time.
The problem at the end is that because those bouncing shits got out of control, people needed to sit in them to absorb them, so they disappear. That's what happened at the end. So every time they bounce off, they do damage to everybody unless somebody sits in it and takes the damage.
What bouncing thing?
The purple
ball that's bouncing everywhere.
Balls.
That's what was stopping you guys from casting, because you guys were moving out of it. So you guys were ignoring it and then moving out. Obviously, we had a lot of them going off, so we had a lot of damage going off.
I couldn't take another hit because I had so much of the stacks, and I was the only one able to dispel.
President, I'm gonna use that.
Then we can do it. I mean, this is just a stupid long fight.
Yeah, somebody's gonna need a what?
Well, it's like I said, it's long because it's only a 2-boss fight, so they figured let's make it ridiculously a long fight just to blah blah blah.
Friend, do you see those numbers?
Yeah, man.
See that survivability?
I can't tell you on healing though, only DPS.
Yeah, dead.
Why you got
Alright, focus. Alright, focus. Obviously, we had perfect composition. The ads would die faster, but we're dealing with. It's 8-4, or what is it? 2-4-8, which should be 2-4-12. Missing 4 DPS.
Farewell, friend of the Grummles.
Tail ash up.
Yeah, Resum. That was a good, solid attempt, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna do Moon, and then Skull's gonna be moved to the square, and then the X is gonna be moved to Diamond. Michael, do you need that marker there anymore? Should I get rid of it? Just to
it doesn't matter. If you need to get rid of it, you can get rid of it.
Thank you.
X seems to lose his X after a few minutes. I don't know why.
Probably when he does his abilities.
It could be. I'm sitting there going, you're like, all DPS should be on X, and I'm like, fuck, where the fuck is X?
Well, he's the only other boss here.
Well, I know that, but when I turn around and I'm like, shit, where's he at? And then, yeah, no big.
Right, so explain that mechanic real quick, Eclipse, so people understand it.
It's the cone.
It's not the stun.
Every couple of seconds, or not every couple of seconds, every once in a while, Zax the caster casts Cerebral Assault. It's a cone from him to a random player. But if anyone else in the cone, if anyone else is in the cone of effect, they get MC'd and they're unable to act for 4 seconds. It's a clear visual of when he's gonna cast it and where the area of effect.
And DBM gets a nice little annoying sound to warn you it's about to happen.
Yeah, it's that purple cone thing that you see.
Right, but does somebody have to get hit? The person that gets getting focused needs to get hit, or no?
No, everybody just needs to get the hell out of there.
Okay, so what about the ability that makes people hostile?
That's the mind control.
That's it.
Okay. That's the only way people get hostile then.
Yes.
Yes.
If that's the
should
case,
not be happening.
So at the end, once the bosses are at 20%, we should stack them, correct?
If there's a reason to not, then sure.
The only reason I thought
there is or not.
the only reason I was saying not to stack them because I thought that they picked the buffs if they were on top of each other. But we can obviously keep them together because we're doing that whenever he's on when we're focusing the moon marker.
The only thing that they get that's increased is if people leave the platform. That's the only thing that they gain stats.
Well, no, they gain increase. They gain an increase in damage every relic. 10% increase.
All right.
So by when they're both at 25%, they both have 30% increase damage, I believe.
All right. So once we get to the end of the last part of the fight, we'll just stack them together in the middle. People that are ranged are going to spread around the circle, and we'll take it.
Real quick, again. Well, not again. Do we really need Hero for the first shield? Because we're able to burst down the second shield with no problem.
We can just wait for Hero towards the end then, because I mean that's when we really need.
Can we do it off the start then at the end, considering how long it is?
Try that, yeah. But once again, guys, the reason why everything is so lopsided is that our composition is not optimal. So we're working with what we got.
Kailash, can I get your buff, please?
You guys waiting on me?
About it.
If you really need,
no,
I can
it
bring the
expired
Demon
during the
Hunter
last
for extra DPS.
No, but your dispel. I mean your what's it called? Well, your dispels are the ones that are
Revival.
and you're on top of that, so that's good because people aren't dying from the stack.
I did because he was dead before I died, so nobody dispelled me.
Speaking of battle reses, I have the ability to bring people up with engineering, so I have a battle res as well. But you need to mark who you want because I have to find them and stand next to them.
Right, but doesn't your res only bring them to 1 health?
No, 60% health.
I thought it was that stupid thing that only brings them to 1.
No.
Taylor, just entirely stay on the boss until I say interrupt. I'll interrupt the one furthest from you. You just use your horse to get to the bosses, or not the boss, to get to the closest one near you. Just stay on them the entire time and just only switch whenever I say interrupt.
Alright, for interrupters, who's going to be the backup so we know? So we're not randomly calling last minute.
Fire.
What am I interrupted?
You're only interrupting if Eclipse dies.
Yeah, but what am I interrupting?
One of the 3 ads that spawn for the when one of the relics goes off that Fathul
Yeah, no, but like, oh, it's gonna be one of the 3 randomly that decides to cast it, right? It's not like
yes.
I got you.
You're not going to interrupt the one that has the longest cast, because
yeah, I got you.
Basically, all we gotta do is just stagger it. Also, Solara, if you can call out if you need help with the interrupts, please do so. Or not the interrupt, dispels.
Well, everyone should be using dispels. My revival's a 3-minute cooldown, and I only pop it when there's like 5 people that have 5 stacks.
Oh, okay. Because Izzy can do that too with mass dispel too.
Right, but she has to stand still to do that. Revival's instant.
I mean, I'm dispelling people the whole fight.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So.
Alright, so I'm pretty sure we got that covered.
All right. So when the. Okay, so we're gonna pop here at the beginning.
Sure.
First dome, right?
Yeah, we're popping.
Yeah, because we're bringing them both together, so having the shields up, when you do damage to both the bosses, it takes the shield away quicker, which is why it was easily able to be done both.
Well, we were able to do it on the second one too, so.
Yep.
Yeah, they were really smooth.
Just for a note, when we start doing the purple diamond artifact, people should be popping damage mitigation as much as possible to help prevent their deaths, especially since they can't get heals.
Alright, let's get an attempt.
Shit, this might be our last attempt at how long this fight is.
Yep.
Nah, I think we got one more. Yeah.
That one was 12 minutes long, and that's gonna bring us to 10:50.
No, this is gonna be the last one because he's dying on this one, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, last one.
Right. So that's there
well,
we go.
we gotta get it this time.
Right, clear chat.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Rapture in his whisper.
Whoa, Chris.
Give it 5 seconds.
I'm sorry, man. That fucking metamorphic.
Before his might.
Pop hero. If you're taunting, please call it.
Taunting.
Get out of that.
Get out of that conal attack. Get out of the circles. I'm taunting.
Bring them together.
Yep, bring them. They need to be stacked on top of each other now.
Taylor.
Bubble.
Get out of that cone attack. Get out of that cone attack. Okay, move them. We're switching. The skull should be on blue. Until... Yeah, switch to X. You need me to taunt?
Good for now. Only have one step.
I'm lagging.
Well killed, Mystic.
Taunt him.
What's the percentage on the other one?
90.
Focus.
Watch out for the cone.
Get out of the cone. Nobody should get hit.
Taunting.
Alright. Boss health on the other one. Move them together. Move them together now.
78.
Oh, get out of that big purple shit.
You gotta move away.
76.
Call out if you want me to taunt.
Here, you're gonna have the Furyad now too.
On the taunt.
Yes.
Gotta do both. Get out of the blast. Okay, now separate them. Kill the visage. Skull goes to blue. All DPS should be on Skull again after the visage is taken care of.
Meet the next rat.
Range will be in the middle.
Right, the X ad should be moved to purple. Pykel should be on that ad.
Someone cleanse Rend.
Please.
I can taunt in sick.
I only get one stack. I'm good.
Boss at 52%. Healers, call out your cooldowns. Crushing, Taylash, get out of the group.
Taunt him.
Someone said Pykel.
Everybody needs to be cleansed or they're gonna die from the...
Here come the...
Taylor. That's a wipe.
Oh, maybe not. Oh,
I think too many people had the stacks.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna ride it out.
Connected.
Rain, get back out of the water.
We're in the water, man.
Just jump in the water and die.
The water doesn't kill you though.
Yeah, but once the boss touches it, it starts nuking.
It's like a microwave.
Darn it, I just opened my first beer.
So the only thing that I could say is that people were not dispelled, that's why they died.
I think Izzy disconnected.
I did get disconnected.
Well,
I'm not entirely sure what happened.
So, does everyone know what each of the art or relics do and what they should do during each one?
Ice block.
Well, yeah, you. So, shut up. The moon one, it's easily taken care of. It's a shield. No one really has to worry about that. We do that. The storm relic. Healers practically need to keep us topped off the entire time. DPS need to have an active damage mitigation. With the storm relic, if the boss is empowering it, if it's active, if anyone goes below 25% health,
they die.
They die instantly.
I thought it was 20. That's just. Is it 20?
No, it's 25.
Okay.
What me and Taylash could do differently, which will require more people doing.
Just keep them interrupted until the stupid storm's done.
Yes.
That's what they recommended on the video, I think.
If you want to do that, I'm gonna need to run my stun.
That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, we can allow one to die, but the other two, yeah, we definitely have to keep and interrupt it.
Well, we can do it the same way as long as the healers are keeping us topped off fully. We should have no problem doing it normally. But if we just not risk it, we can interrupt them the entire time until the storm relic is over.
We'll do that. So one of them's gonna go off. If you guys need a backup, call on fire. I'm gonna give everybody assist, so if you guys want to mark which one needs to be interrupted, she'll know.
I think it'd probably be the one that fires. I mean, Eclipse is interrupting because he's got a longer cooldown on his.
Right, but the ad doesn't. I mean, the ad doesn't have a marker on it.
Well, he usually, from what I'm understanding, he does the one furthest away.
Zoltar, are you ready?
Yeah, he's taking his kid to work.
Eclipse, target somebody and let me see if my assist macro works.
Be back in 15.
Did you say that?
No, he didn't say that.
I'm in the middle of a raid. Gotta take my kid to work.
I don't want to do trash. Taking my kid to work. I'll be back right when you guys are done.
Oh, your name
Never
isn't.
see him log off.
I can't make an assist macro for you.
While we're waiting for him, I am actually gonna.
I'll break the seal.
Hey, it's broke.
Oh, now you're in for a long night.
Yeah.
Eclipse, type something. Okay, now target a boss. Alright, assist macro done. So, if I'm gonna counterspell whoever you're targeting, right?
If we call it.
Yeah, I know, but that's why I needed to do an assist macro. That'll make it easier.
Pod, you ready?
You gotta make it hard for her, Eclipse, that little eye of yours, don't you?
Pod, are you ready?
He's going bio.
I know, but he clicked ready, that's what I'm asking.
He's drunk, don't listen to him.
I was drunk on Thursday. Would have today if I didn't have a game.
You would have gotten your mythic achieve.
Yeah, fucking game.
Probably
but did you get paid? Did you get paid though?
Oh yeah, I got paid.
Alright, I'm gonna run another ready check. If you are ready, click ready, please.
Jeez, what's he live in a freaking mansion?
Yes.
I want to go there.
He's on the 3rd story. He has to run all the way downstairs to go to the bath.
More like he has to drive down the street.
If he's got a mansion and he has to run downstairs to go pee, he's doing it wrong. If I have a mansion, I'm gonna piss on the fucking floor and make whoever the fuck I pay clean it up.
Alright.
Wow.
That's disgusting.
It is.
But we know what he likes.
Yeah.
Damn right.
Alright, clear chat.
5, 4, 3.
I'll call out 1 hero.
1.
Rapture, it is whispers. Deal with the
Pop hero. All DPS should be on Skull.
Dawning.
Alright. Wait, how do you have wings?
I have my avatar.
%. Bring them together.
You're gonna be taunting in about 3 seconds. Alright, taunt.
Ability going off soon. Try to move him onto the moon marker, please. Get out of the damage.
Taunting.
Alright.
Taking in the square.
Yep. Damage is going off.
Ow, 2 of them went off at once.
Coming on next.
Trying to pass the hero's number now.
One code needs to go off, correct? All DPS should be on X.
If we don't
taunt him, de-taunt him.
Cleanse, please.
Let me know when the boss gets to 80.
81.
Alright, we're moving.
I'm about to taunting.
Yep. It's gonna be where the ad needs to be brought to 1%. Get out of the big circle.
will be washed away. Your screams will echo through his halls.
Taunt X, Ascaldi.
Shit, I can't see him.
Alright, I moved him out on him. I think my 4th stack.
Okay, X should be going to Diamond. Skull is moving to LDP should be on blue.
Focus Skull.
I know I marked it. Where the hell did the skull go?
It's on.
Some saying this Skull's
Taunting.
exit room disappeared.
53%. Ability about to go off. This is the one where you guys need to be close so you guys can take
Get ready. Everyone should be close.
Watch out for cone. Pages I blocked this time.
Got it. I'm in a swirly. Somebody else is gonna do it. I'll pop my second one.
Good.
Detail on him.
My bad.
We'll kill the cliffs.
The guy died.
Help us solve. The things are still exploding. DPS should be on X now. The spells need to go off as well.
I'm gonna take him just trying to die.
Call out the percentages, guys. When it gets to 50, We need to be topped off.
54.
Healer, stop us off. Let me know when you want the taunt.
I will. Taunt him now.
50.
Alright, healers. Gonna be the ad that needs to be damaged.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to swap them now.
Got him. Back on skull.
Back on skull. Move the other ad to blue. We're moving it to. We're moving skull to the. And it's about to transition too. So healers, get ready.
38, 37.
D, you're taunting next tier after it.
You want me to taunt?
After the next tier.
Oh, sorry.
Who are we attacking?
So
there's gonna be the dispel or the interrupts. %. Top us off, please. Is that going off?
On it.
Just call out the dispels, please.
No one.
There's too many to call that crap.
45.
For 5 is too much. Okay, they're at. Dodge the ball. Dodge the crap in the ground.
that's the middle.
Tycho's dying and I can't get to him.
I can't get to him either. Yeah, Pyko.
Alright, D, taunt him.
It's not that, we couldn't heal him.
Well, I could have bubbled him.
Everybody should be on X, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you want me to taunt now?
Yeah, I'm at 2. As your stacks are done, we should be taunting.
Why is everyone dying?
Because if it's below 20%, you take extra.
Not yet. Only when the ability's off. We can still pull this off. We cannot afford to lose anybody else. It's gonna be the big one, healers. Which order are you guys gonna be healing?
Taunt.
I think everyone needs to stack up, really.
Healers, who has the next cooldown?
Ty, is your cooldown up?
Range, I think you need to stack up a little bit.
Mine's up. I'll go first.
Okay, it's about to go off soon.
I'm done. You want me to taunt now?
Yeah, take him. I'm gonna go soak up these stupid craps on the ground. Karumi, get out of the group. Get out of the group, Karumi. Stop what you're doing. Get out of the group. Turn into a wolf and get out of
28%.
Kren, need to be on X.
26%.
He's about to go up. Top us off, please, and dispel who needs to be dispelled.
Taunt him, D. I'm.
Beware.
Cooldown.
I'm soaking this. Get out of it.
Multiple cooldowns.
Add.
Taunting.
Alright. Do we need to DPS that ad anymore? Bring him to the middle.
Fear, fuck.
Do you need a taunt?
No, I'm good.
No, bring the ads together.
Yeah, go
Bring
ahead,
the ads together. Bring the ads together, and we need to balance them out.
Yep, kill X.
Taunt him, D.
I taunted the ads to bring them to me.
10% difference.
Get that out of the group, Izzy, please.
Taunt when you can.
On X.
I got him. Switch the other one. We need to balance out their health and sack them, please.
Visage needs to die.
Yep, Visage is focused right now. Stop DPS on Skull. We need to balance their healths out. Avoid that. Dodge that. Dodge.
Alright, I'm gonna taunt the other guy. Skull.
I have 3 stacks. You need to take Skull.
I got him.
Whoever has focus on him, bring him to the other ad, please. I taunted him. It's not doing shit.
He's a caster.
Gotta move out of his range D.
Alright, I did. Can you bring the other one on him?
On him, I got a caster.
I got it. Bounce out their health. Whoever has that, get out of the group. Get out of that blast.
Main DPS on X. On the caster.
Get out of the shit on the ground. We gotta move.
Taunting Skull, D. I'm taunting Skull.
22 seconds for another battle res.
Taunting Skull.
Get out of it. Okay, X needs to be balanced out.
No DPS on.
Who are you gonna want on? Up.
Battle res.
High DPS.
Eclipse.
High Eclipse.
I'm taunting Skull, D.
Alright. Vex. Get out of the blast. Get out of the blast.
Be res Eclipse.
Eclipse.
They're even, D.
Okay, even them out. They're both at 7.
Taunty, I got mage.
What do you want deep?
On Skull.
One needs more DPS.
Let's finish them off.
Do we have a hero up?
No.
Oh, no,
we
do, yeah.
Pop it.
Kurumi.
Pop hero.
Oh.
Skull. I'm taunting. Last pool.
Victory.
Oh, cutscene.
Cutscene.
I gotta watch this cutscene.
Oh, I got the fucking staff. Gold.
Can I have it for Fury?
Well, that strat definitely worked.
Alright, we're good for another 2 hours?
Okay, I don't have a release button, so can somebody res me?
I did it.
Resing.
Alright, so there was another thing. A lot of things
Wow.
done differently.
I got gold.
I got 390 gloves. What the fuck is that?
390.
What happens when we click on these ads or these things?
I have no idea.
I wasted a roll token for 3.
Michael, do you need those legs?
No, I don't.
Artifact power.
Gold token for 750.
I'm not sure what we're supposed
We
to do.
all knew it
with
only
these
dropped
things.
390. It's not a surprise.
Alright, well, we can at least say that we did a mythic boss today and the first boss in normal.
Yeah.
Okay, who's taking the picture quickly? Because people
What
gotta
the fuck is
go.
happening? We're dying.
We picked up shit. He's gonna kill us now.
Well, let's go
All bad.
No, that was my fault.
This thing is a fucking...
Yeah, I picked up the bubble, which is what's keeping us alive.
Good, keep it. Let's
I
take a
popped
picture.
my cooldown, which is keeping us alive.
Yeah, I damaged everybody. That was my bad.
Alright, fast picture.
What's Trident of the Deep Ocean do? Can I pick it up?
Too late.
At your side, milady.
Have you been drinking?
I'm gone already.
So in heroic, this will give us what, 405 gear?
Something like that.
Good night.
Bye. Well, I guess no picture.
No picture, because nobody else can hit print screen.
That's
Well, I
okay.
can, but I have too much shit on my screen, and if I hit the button, it doesn't get rid of it.
Where are we posing?
As we're harder than.
Oh,
Alright.
We're getting out of here. Alright.
We can just take a photo next week when we're down.
So on Thursday we're doing heroic Dazarlo.
Okay, and we also have to figure out what these buttons do.
Man,
Like
we'll
what
figure
they
it
do.
out.
I say we go Mythic Jadefire.
Sure.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha.
Alright, logs will be up in a second.
Oh wow, what the hell is this port?
don't know.
Fire, stop that.
What a freaking troll.
Fuck, that's
Where'd you go?
Zoltar, man.
He put two on top of each other, and I thought I hit Paralysis, and I hit the Eternal Life place.
Motherfucker. Oh. What the hell is this?
Good thing your heart's still up, though.
No, yeah. Always Snug Harbor. I gotta counter the troll somehow.
I have many lucky doos.
Fire, stop that.
Mages are good for something, at least. A good laugh.
Right.
Oh, I left group way before portals came up.
Alright, since we're able to do Mythic First Boss, we're going to continue to do that on Tuesday morning, or not morning, but Tuesday beginning at Tuesday beginning. I'm so used to saying morning every time I log on. Hopefully we're able to go in there and kill it quickly so we could immediately switch it to Crucible.